Hi, I'm Angie, and this is My Pandora Story. Emily at Fashion Storyteller tagged me in her video to answer some questions about my Pandora collection. So here we go. Question number one is, how did you find out about Pandora? And I found out about Pandora right here on YouTube with a lady named Chicken Scratch who does crafting videos, and I saw her bracelet in one of her videos and I had to find out what it was. This was about 2009, and I don't think it was in Canada where I live yet, so I was very intrigued, and that was the first time I'd seen it. So the next two questions are, what was your first Pandora purchase and what was your first Pandora charm? I was given a snake chain bracelet from my mother, and the first charm I bought was birthday blooms in turquoise for December and teal flowers for you, which is a really pretty teal Murano bead. The next question is, what was your first Pandora ring? And mine was swirling symmetry, which is 3 interlocked rings, one with cubic zirconia. It's very beautiful. And I bought one for myself and one for each of my daughters because we are always together even when we're apart. Next, Emily wants to know, what were your first Pandora earrings? Well, my one and only pair were sparkling elegance, and I have very sensitive ears and couldn't tolerate the earrings, so I ended up giving them to my best friend, which was nice too, and they're really pretty. I wish I could wear them because there are so many other great earrings at Pandora, and I'm always very tempted, but it just won't work. I'm combining two questions for my next answer. What was your first Pandora necklace or pendant, and what is next on your Pandora shopping list? I do not own a Pandora necklace, but I really want the floating locket with the clear CZs around it, so that is definitely on my list next. Okay, what was your first fully completed Pandora bracelet? That would be my Victorian romantic bracelet, and I do have another video that showcases all the charms in more detail. And this was my first completed themed bracelet, and I really love how it turned out. The next question is, what is your most expensive Pandora item or purchase? And for a single item, I would say it's Cinderella's pumpkin coach. The next question is, what is one retired Pandora charm you wish you owned? This is a really tricky question for me because since I started collecting kind of late, there are many, many retired charms that I would like. I think number one on my list would be King of the Jungle because it's such a beautiful, detailed charm of a lion head. And Enchanted Mouse would probably be next because the little mouse in the teacup is adorable. I'm also definitely keeping my eyes open for a vanity mirror. I would love to have that charm. And I'd also like to get the bicycle charm because the past 2 years I've really been into cycling, and I think it'd be really fun to have that to represent that sport. What is one charm you are patiently waiting for Pandora to create? This was a no-brainer for me. For years, I have been waiting for Pandora to make a sewing machine charm. I don't care if it's vintage or modern. I just want a sewing machine. I am a big quilter, and I love to sew, and I would love to represent that on one of my bracelets. Emily also wants to know what our best Pandora shopping experience was. Well, to me, anytime I'm shopping for Pandora, it's a blast and I love it. And I am very lucky to have an excellent shop-in-shop available to me where everybody is so kind and very attentive, and that's lovely. And that's where I buy the majority of my charms and jewelry. But I have to say, when I found an outlet and was able to find a whole bunch of charms that were on my wish list, it was practically euphoria, and I was able to purchase a whole bunch, and it just was really fun to be able to do that at one time. And finally, the last question is a bonus question where we can choose our own, and I am asking, which elusive charm were you most excited to finally find? I've been really lucky because on several occasions I've been able to find some of the charms that were on my in search of wish list, including the pine cone and the peacock and the sunburst clips. So it was really fun to be able to add those to my bracelets. So thank you so much, Emily, for tagging me in your video. It was a lot of fun to answer the questions. and we love talking about Pandora, so that's always cool to share. I'm not going to tag any Pandora video people I know because I think you and Nicole already did, but I am going to tag Chicken Scratch, and her name's Angie too, and see if she wants to play along too, since she started all this for me. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit more about my Pandora story.